Hey everybody, it's Scott from HypnoThoughts Live. I am speed dating with hypnotists, and the idea is simple. HypnoThoughts Live is the largest hypnosis conference on earth, and there are so many great presenters that we get this feedback of, I'm overwhelmed, I don't know what to pick. How can you make this easier? And so we said, how about like a 10, 12-minute interview with each pre and post conference presenter, like speed dating. You get a sense for it, and then you decide if you want to learn more, and then we provide you more resources. And this is a conversation that is going to be an easy one for me because it's with a person that I've known for a long damn time. And we've been going to conferences together, and I have gotten to watch his practice transform in the last, I'd call it 10 years. Maybe it's a little bit more. But let's just jump right into it. Scott Schmerin. Scott, how are you?
I'm fabulous. How you doing, Scott?
I'm doing great.
Good.
So I think, well, before we even get into your class, I think, I don't know if you would say this if I didn't bring it up, but you've been on the Howard Stern show a couple times now.
Yeah, and 9 or 10 times. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it would be easy, but it'd be possible for someone to get on the Howard Stern show once. It'd be impressive. And if they got it, good for them. But that you're invited back is great. Even better, you've turned that into a system that's created a business for yourself. Mm-hmm. And I've watched you do it, and it's been fascinating. So those of you guys who don't know, we're talking about all the street cred in the world. But let's dive into, Scott, you're talking about the Quadrant Formula for Success, HypnoThoughts Live post-conference. What's in this class?
Well, the class is really simple. The class is a system I developed really when I started using hypnosis to work on myself. And, hypnosis has really transformed my life. It's probably been the single most powerful tool for change. It's helped me lose and keep off almost 200 pounds. It's changed every area of my life, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And so when I started getting into this to start helping other people, as I started tracking what I was doing, even though I didn't realize I was following a specific protocol and a system, I was. And then I just started, okay, let's systematize this. And so it's the system I use when I work with everybody, and it doesn't matter what they're working on. It helps them and it works. And for a hypnotist, it's really good because they have an outline and a pattern they can use to work with somebody. So if someone comes with something that's totally way out of their ballpark or something they've even heard of before, instead of panicking saying, can I work with this person? They can fit them into this system and use this system to help that person move forward and make the changes they want to make.
It's interesting having these conversations with a lot of the presenters. A theme that I'm hearing from a handful of them is this idea of frameworks and systems being the thing that helped them become successful. And so they want to pass that on. And I think this is a fantastic one. And some of them are in, different categories, like stage or, online marketing. But yours that you're talking about really is about doing the work and seeing like clients succeed, which is just cool. But you brought up your weight loss, which I've only known you at this weight, and I've seen the before pictures. I've only known the after picture. Besides the weight loss, what else, either from your life or clients or anything like that, that helps people paint a picture of what's really happening when you know the Quadrant Formula?
Well, here's what I've learned over the years, and it was held true for me, and I find it true with all my clients. When we get a client that comes to us, they come to us for something. But that something is not really the real thing. The something they're coming to you for is a symptom of something else. And it's their mind's way of dealing with something that maybe is too big at a deep core level. And this is their way of handling it and quote unquote, surviving in the world. So what's happened is the system has allowed me to really change myself, and not just physically, because the physical transformation happens after you change inside. I think a lot of people come to us, and a lot of hypnotists want to change everything on the outside first. But the reality is everything changes inside first. Change comes from the inside, and then the outside catches up. And that's true for everything. I mean, you see it even in the business world, like the big thinkers like the Musks and the Jobs. They didn't get to be successful and think that way. They had a really clear picture in their mind of where they wanted to go, how it was going to happen, and then they just focused their attention on it. And then it was a matter of the physical world just catching up to that.
Yeah, it wasn't an accident.
No.
So okay. again, just to make this practical and actionable for people who are watching, that's really what I'm driving at in these as much as possible. Who's your class for? Like, is there a person who's there, they just took an intro class, or they've been doing this for 20 years, or they like this kind of work? Who should be paying attention to your class?
I think it's really for anybody. I mean, a new person, especially, I think it'd be great for them. It would give them probably greater confidence, because their confidence is what's going to help their clients succeed. And for somebody that's been doing this for a long time that maybe wants to do something, I don't want to say it's different, but it's a simple structure. When I first started hypnosis, it was about buying big script books and say, okay, someone wants to lose weight, here's this script. Someone wants to do this. But the reality is, you could have 20 people you're working with to lose weight. They all are trying to accomplish the same thing, but they all have to experience it in their own way to make it work for them. So this is a simple protocol. So it's really based on what I call the 4 R's, which are relax, release, reprogram, and reinforce. So the first thing is to teach them how to get into a deep, relaxed, hypnotic state and be able to access that state, which is the same as a peak performance state or a zone state as an athlete, which allows you to be the best that you can be. Then from there, you work into the second R, which is release, which is we've all got old junk, garbage, and crap from our past stuck in here, and we got to get rid of that. Those are the things that are getting in the way. They're negative filters that either prevent you from moving forward, or when you do move forward, they suck you right back. And then once you get rid of that stuff, then it becomes easy to take advantage of how our subconscious mind works, which is it doesn't distinguish real and not real, and it doesn't distinguish time. So creating a vision of how you want to be in every aspect of your life, and then just pounding that in and burning it into your subconscious mind. And then the last R is real simple: reinforce it over and over. We say repetition is the mother of all success. Doing small things on a regular basis is really the key to everything. So it's simple.
It's 4 R's, super simple for people. Like, that is approachable. Like, anybody who's watching this, like you said, even if they're brand new, this is a structure that they can wrap their heads around. But now let me point this in the other side. A person comes and takes your class. They like it. They're good. Who are they going to point this information at? Like, is this ideal for weight loss? Is this ideal for stop smoking? Is this ideal for good to great financial success? Like, where do you see this formula? Because it sounds super versatile. Where do you point it?
Well, I have clients that come to me for everything. I have the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. I've got 10-year-old kids I'm working with, and I use this system as an approach to work with everybody. Obviously, it's a little bit different, but we still follow those 4 R's in the process and move them through that process in the way that they have to be moved through the process. So it's a roadmap to where they want to go. Obviously, their destination is different than somebody else's destination. Sure. And so what it does is it gives you a very simple way to guide them through a process, whatever that changes they need to make.
So I've known you to be innovative in the decade or so that we've known each other. Like I said, the way you've utilized your exposure on the Howard Stern show. You were one of the first hypnotists that I knew that was doing virtual sessions, especially at the scale you were doing them. You've been the kind of person who takes a system, and I love this about you, and I love when I see this. You take a system that works for you, and it has helped you, and it has helped your clients, and you take that and you do other innovative things so that this can get spread out, whether that's teaching it to other people, putting it online, doing great marketing and PR. All the things that you're doing to level yourself up and help people is so congruent and consistent. And so I just want people watching this to know that you're one of those people who really does do the work, really does walk the walk. You don't just talk a big game, you have backed it up for many, many years. And so to the people who are watching this, if you've heard Scott talking, you say, okay, this guy's got something that sounds actionable. This sounds like this is what I'm looking for. Here's what we're doing to make this easy. You go to htlive.net. Click on the button that says pre and post conference schedule. Everything will be there. Scott's class will obviously be one of them in the post conference. And you'll see the quadric formula for success. You'll click on that. You'll get his bio, more details on him. You'll get more information on his class, and there'll be a link to sign up right there. If you know anybody who's looking for a class like this, share this video. Make sure people know and benefit from this speed dating so that you guys all find the best classes. Scott, I know you are super busy, so I want to say thank you to you for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to our audience and to talk to me a little bit about this.
Hey, thanks, Scott. I really appreciate you spending the time with me.
Of course. Talk to you soon, man.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Thanks.